Oh, I studied 2 degrees. I did a Bachelor of Creative Arts and Music, and then I went further on and did my education in secondary high school teaching. Whilst I was studying the dip ed, my education, I had to do a few pracs and stuff, and I found that whilst I was on prac, I saw a lot of teachers were fine, like in their positions. So I was like, okay. And because I studied music, it's very subject specific. So I can't really teach anything else but music as a full-time job. And a lot of the schools I did prac at, those teachers were like, yeah, we can do this job until we're 70 or stuff like that. So I was a bit like, oh, okay, so how do the young guns come in? I was actually lucky. I'm working at Shoalhaven High School now, and I've got a pretty much permanent casual job, if that makes sense. I'm doing 5 days a week casual for the rest of the year and probably into next year. I'm covering a teacher who's on stress leave, so it's kind of a bit like, this could be you one day. But I got really lucky with that, and plus even then, that was, it's still not 100%. I mean, the teacher could come back and then be like, okay, thanks for filling in, but see you later. And which is kind of a bit weird, well, a bit annoying, because we're coming so close to the end of this year. There's going to be a whole fresh batch of graduates out there, and they're going to be looking for work as well. So it's going to be pretty scary. Well, especially in the Illawarra. I mean, like, even after moving to Sydney, and I've applied for probably about 50 schools up there, even Western Sydney online as well, and there's been nothing. Like, especially because it's just music, because I can only teach music. Well, I don't think it's just Wollongong's just the hard. I think it's just the industry itself. I mean, a lot of teachers are stressing about retirement and stuff like that, so they kind of want to stay in their job as long as they can. Because it's not very physically draining, they kind of try and last until they're like into the late 60s and stuff. But then again, Wollongong, like I said, because it's such a small kind of town, your name gets around, and if the school likes you as their casual, their go-to person, they'll just get that person, and it's kind of comes into who you know.